Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? Hope you're all having the nicest of weekends. This is going to be another one of my videos on Arrow Season 5. It was a bit delayed since I was busy between my daytime job and making other videos of episodes as they air, but it is time to discuss the big news. But before I talk about this, let me remind you, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button down below. That way, I could tell if the video came out as decent and satisfactory as I wanted it to be. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel for updates on future videos as they come online. So yes, big news. Laurel is coming back to the show, and I didn't mean Katie Cassidy, cause that is old news. I meant Earth-1 Laurel Lance in the flesh, alive and well, and in the present, not in flashbacks. After the backlash from the fans to Mark Guggenheim's statement that Laurel is dead and is not coming back, and after many petitions have been signed to combat this decision, it seems it has been reversed. Executive producer Wendy Mericle said in an interview as she spoke of Laurel, and I quote, "I can tell you that we're really excited about having her back. You will see in the episodes where she appears. Episode 510, definitely. Our mid-season premiere. Keep your eyes out for that. We're so excited about getting to work with her again and her willingness to come back. It's one of the fun parts of the show. People can leave and get killed, and you can still find new and crazy ways for them to come back. I can definitely tell you that there's a way we're going to bring her back, and she's going to be alive and well. And Flashpoint might have a little bit to do with that." So, I've seen a lot of speculation over the past few days on the topic. People claiming that Wendy Mericle was talking about flashbacks, and others claiming she was talking about Black Siren from Earth-2. The answer is no and no. She's definitely talking about Earth-1 Laurel. Let's take another look at what Mericle said here, while focusing closely on the timeline and the date or dates this statement was published. This interview was first published on the 3rd of October. The season premiere of Arrow aired on the 5th of October. Earth-1 Laurel appeared in flashbacks during the premiere. The Arrow episode that will be part of the initially 4-night, now 3-night crossover will air at the end of November or in early December. So, it is either on November 30 or December 7, and we will be seeing Black Siren in that episode. That episode will be the 100th episode overall and the 8th episode of the season. The mid-season premiere, which is the 10th episode of Arrow, will be airing around January 18th or January 25th, as per what we're used to every season. So, it is practically impossible here for Mericle to be talking about flashbacks or Earth-2 Laurel, aka Black Siren, while pointing us in the direction of episode 510, when episode 501, which has Earth-1 Laurel in a flashback, and episode 508, which has Earth-2 Laurel, are yet to air. It just doesn't make sense, logically speaking. So, I basically believe the need for speculation here is non-existent, considering the episode numbers make it pretty clear and set in stone. Well, unless Wendy Mericle is toying with the emotions of those angry fans with the death of Laurel, which would be a very bad move to go for at this very moment. So, my thoughts on this. I think that Laurel will be either resurrected by the Lazarus Pit, previously destroyed by Nyssa in the previous season, which will now seem to be replenished post the Flashpoint. It's either that or she will just pop up out of the blue, with a twist of course, maybe time travel related. I'm not really all that sure at the moment. There is also the fact that there are many Lazarus Pits in the DC universe other than the only one that was shown in Arrow, so maybe they're gonna play on that. Maybe the Flashpoint will cause other Lazarus Pits to appear. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out pretty soon. So like I did mention moments ago, I don't really think about the house so much, but I definitely like the idea of her coming back. I wasn't the biggest fan of the character and the actress, considering her acting moved from awesome in season 1 to okay in season 2 to annoying in season 3 and to mediocre in my opinion in season 4. And then in the episode of her death, she did some of her best acting so far on the show, better even than in season 1, and a lot of people actually share this opinion with me. So now, I'm really excited she'll be back. However, the whole anger at Olicity and at Oliver not ending up with Laurel so far doesn't really matter to me. People are accepting a lot of deviations from the comic books with so many shows. Who really cares if that is one of them? Besides, it wouldn't hurt to have a surprise here and there on the show that deviates from the comic book. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't want a carbon copy of the comic book. Yes, we want to see the comic book characters, we want to see the baseline story, but who really cares who he ends up with? These love stories are not really the core of these comic books. In fact, killing Laurel off might be part of the whole pain game. You know, every superhero has to feel a lot of pain in his life and can have a real good personal life. And that might actually explain as well the bumps in the Olicity relationship and the breakup that ended up happening in the last season. Since I'm on the topic of Arrow news anyway, we know that one person who will definitely be affected on a very personal level by the Flashpoint will be John Diggle. David Ramsey said on the topic during the summer at Comic-Con International, Flashpoint paradox will have something to do with some of Diggle's reality, if you follow some of what's happening on The Flash. Barry made some change to a timeline, and it will affect Diggle to some degree, and it will affect his family in a very, very personal way. There's a lot going on with Diggle this season, and it will affect his family directly. If you do not follow The Flash, I do advise you to check it out sometime, by the way, guys. But generally speaking, Flashpoint is an event on the series where Barry Allen goes back to the past, changes his own past, saves his mother from dying at the hands of the Reverse Flash, his basically arch nemesis, allowing the ripple effect to change a lot of lives even after fixing his mistake. On other news, we will be seeing characters on Arrow that we haven't seen in a while on the 100th episode, which, like I mentioned, will also be part of the crossover of the CW/DC series, and these characters will have nothing to do with flashbacks or Flashpoint. These characters are namely Robert Queen and Moira Queen, Oliver's parents probably from Earth-2. We already know from the second season of The Flash that on Earth-2, Oliver Queen is the one who died in the Queen's Gambit, and that Robert Queen ended up being unmasked as the Green Arrow. We'll also be meeting Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke. I know everyone is excited about that. I really love how that actor plays his role on the show, or played his role on the show. And I really think this is part of the whole going back to the Season 1 roots on the fifth season of Arrow. The supervillain for the 4-night crossover has been announced as well, to be the Dominators, an evil, villainous alien race. I'll try to get a video up and running with details on the Dominators before the episode hits, of course. But anyway, that's it for now, guys. I hope you liked this video. So if you did, make sure you press that sexy button that proves you did. And also, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to get updates on my videos as they come online. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.